All right, John, with the success of Broadcom this week and the decrease of NVIDIA and AMD, we've seen a little bit of weakness in those two names. Is that an indication to you, John, that maybe Broadcom is gaining on NVIDIA and positioning itself for the future in the minds of investors?
So I had this interesting conversation with a friend of mine. I did a show last night. My friend Trader Merlin and Trader Merlin show, and we talked about this idea of passive investing, and that what is happening is that this concentration of these large mega cap stocks, that passive investing, that every dollar that you put into, let's say, a large growth fund, a certain amount of it goes to a higher and higher concentration of the Mag 7. Now, is there a rotation from the Mag 7? Maybe, Tesla is fallen out of favor a little bit of recent, and has Broadcom, taking, its space. I think that is a fair and valid point. So let's go to, let's say, the SPY, and I'm going to look at the constituents here. And we look at the constituents in the SPY, and again, this concentration, right? NVIDIA, Microsoft, Apple, right? You're talking about almost 20%. These three, every dollar you put into the S&P, 20% of 20 cents of it goes to these three stocks. Well, here's Broadcom. It's 2.5%. About a year ago, it wasn't even near that. It was close to the top 10. It was probably in that second tier. What has happened now is Broadcom is now getting more of a lion's share of this passive investing. So what does this mean for us as investors, right? I think it means that where's the alpha for us? Well, if you're just going to buy the S&P, you might as well just buy these top 5 stocks or top 6 stocks. So I don't think it just matters what Broadcom is doing. I think Broadcom is now getting more of the allocation of the pie. So where do we could look for alpha? Well, let's start watching for stocks that are rising in this allocation game. And so I think this is the story of Broadcom, and that Broadcom is rising in that ranks. So I don't care what Broadcom does. I don't care what the results are, because passive investing tells me that every month money is going to go into Broadcom, and it's going to get greater and greater and greater. So that's kind of my take right now on this concentration story.